it's the thrill of victory or the agony of defeat. We'll cover it all here on Broad Street. I'm your boy, Mr. Miss Kukakan, YouTube representing the Birds. Let's get to today's opening headlines. Happy New Year to everybody, by the way. Salute to Aaron, salute to William, salute to Daniel. So let's talk, because Nick Sirianni had his press conference and he made it official, and we're going to hear from it, that we're going to rest our starters, right? Saquon's going to get rest. Jalen freaking Hurts is still in concussion protocol. He'll probably be out. For me, I understand 101 yards. I get it. I understand it. Breaking this record would have been history in the making, right? Saquon Barkley's name would have been up there with the greats. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I was 5 minutes away from looking at every single one of these haters, doubters, and critics in the eye. What up, John? And let them know that my quarterback, Jalen freaking Hurts, did it. Let me say that again for the people in the back. I was 5 minutes away from looking every single hater, doubter, and critic dead in their eye and let them all know my boy Jalen freaking Hurts did it. He won a Lombardi trophy. He brought a parade down Broad Street. There's a banner hanging in the rooftops of Lincoln Financial Field, and guess what? Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Y'all know the story. The Chiefs won. You have an opportunity. You're 4 games away. 4 games. It's really 3, but 4 games. 3 games to get there. 1 game to win it. You're 240 minutes. That's 60 minutes times 4. That's 60 times 4 for those who don't know. You're 240 minutes away. Of course they cheated. You're 240 minutes away. 4 games away from getting another one of this. I get it. Listen, records are nice. This is better. This is better. This is the only Super Bowl DVD I got. I was going to get another one, but like William said, the Chiefs. Records are nice. This is better. I want this. Saquon Barkley gets me this. Jalen freaking Hurts get me this. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith gets me this. The offensive line, get me this. The defense gets me this. This is what I want. This. I was 5 minutes away from getting this, and it didn't happen. I want this. I want another parade down Broad Street. I want another parade. Y'all want another parade? Do y'all want another parade, or y'all want a record? I want to know right now. Do y'all want a parade and that Lombardi trophy back in the best city with the best fan base in the world? Or do you want a record? Knowing that if you and I'm about to show you Green Bay. Green Bay just lost a corner. Let me get my phone. Green Bay just lost a corner. I don't know, y'all know this Green Bay just lost a corner. Now tell me I don't know what the I'm talking about. Green Bay just lost a corner. Right. Green Bay just lost a corner. Do you want a Lombardi trophy? A parade down Broad Street, looking at every single hater, doubter, and critic, and let them know your quarterback and running back did it? Or you want that record? What you want? What you want? You want a record or you want a trophy? I want a trophy. I want a trophy. Yes, Saquon Barkley. Hey, Nina. Do you want that trophy? That parade down Broad Street, looking at every single doubter, hater, critic, and say my quarterback did it. My running back did it. We're Super Bowl champs. Another banner is getting hanged upon Lincoln Financial Field goal. It will never come down. Or do you want that record? That's a question for Eagles Nation. Because we talked about it on Cool Cat Mitch, Birds of Broad Street, the link up. Right, I get it. Records are nice. Records is nice. I want a Lombardi trophy. I want a Lombardi trophy. Nina, I want this. How happy was y'all when we got this? I want to know. How happy was y'all when we got this? Don't you want this back again? I know I do. Grown men and women was crying. Exactly. I want the record, but I get the team thing is more important. Nina said it. Super Bowl. I want this. Records are nice. Records are nice. What happens if you lose to Green Bay after getting that record? I guess y'all forgot last year, too. Last year, all you had to do, beat the New York Giants. You beat the New York Giants, right? Win the division. Right? All you had to do was beat the New Giants. A.J. Brown get hurt. Then you go to the postseason, playoffs, face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with no A.J. Brown. What happened? Your Buck got eliminated. I get it. I understand it. That record would make Saquon Barkley legendary, but you know what would make him even more legendary? A Lombardi trophy. You know what would make Jalen freaking Hurts legendary? That Lombardi trophy. Nick Foles don't gotta buy a thing in this town. Why? A Lombardi trophy. Brandon Graham is a goddamn legend. Why? Lombardi trophy. Dougie P. He and Nick Foles got a statue outside the link. Why? That Lombardi trophy. YouTube. Do you want a Lombardi trophy or do you want a record? And what if you don't get that Super Bowl? Then what? What if Saquon Barkley not going what? Then what? Ladies and gentlemen, I won a Super Bowl. I'm going to keep saying this till the cows come home. I was 5 minutes. Let me go back to that game because apparently y'all not hearing me. I was 5 freaking minutes from hoisting that Lombardi trophy. We tied the game at 5 minutes and something seconds. We tied the game at 5 minutes and something seconds. All the defense had to do was get one stop. What happened? I won a Lombardi trophy, damn it! That's what I want. This, it's nice. I want a Lombardi trophy. Records are nice, man. Records are nice. Records is something you can tell your kids. Five minutes and 15 seconds. 5 minutes and 15 seconds because I'm looking at it. Exactly. And is that right there. The New York Giants, you didn't think the New York Giants didn't know about this record? Exactly. He was 5 minutes and 15 seconds away from doing it. All the defense guy had to do was get a stop. Jalen Hurts ties the game, drives down the field, ties the game. Take. Both the Chiefs and us had two timeouts. I want a Lombardi trophy. Records is nice that you can tell your children. 5 minutes and 15 seconds away from winning that thing. Records are nice to tell your children. You know, I bet you they won that Lombardi trophy. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. I bet they won that Lombardi trophy. Simple. I get it. That record would have been so nice. I understand. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, I want a Lombardi trophy. And Mike, and that's what I'm saying. Mike. I should have 2 DVDs. I don't. I was 5 minutes and 15 seconds away from doing it. I only got 1. I want 2. This DVD is lonely. It needs a brother. Damn right. They're fans out there say, Nick Sirianni is not. Okay, fine. Fine. Oh, he's bluffing. Okay. Let's listen to him. Listen to him. Oh, he bluffing. Okay. Okay, he bluffing. According to some Eagle fans, he's bluffing. Okay. Where's it at? Right. Because according to some Eagle fans, Nick Sirianni's bluffing. Okay. Let me go to it. Because according to some of y'all Eagle fans, Nick Sirianni bluffing. When he talked to Jeffrey Lurie and Howie T. But Nick Sirianni's bluffing. Let's listen to him. Let me go to it. But according to y'all, Nick Sirianni bluffing. Okay. This is what we're going to do. I'll let y'all be the judge. Exactly. The only rest they had was a mini bye after the Commanders. That's the only rest they had was a mini bye, which was 3 days. Was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Nick, any decision on what you're going to do this Sunday with the starters and with Saquon specifically?
Yeah, we're gonna rest some guys. No, we're locked into that number 2 seed, so we're gonna rest some guys. There's gonna be some guys that are resting. There are gonna be some guys that are in reserve roles. You can't obviously rest everybody with the schedule. With the roster. And so yeah, that's our plan moving in here forward.
Is Saquon going to be one of them?
Yeah, he'll probably be somebody that rests.
How valuable will that be for those guys? They've been playing. The bye was early this year. They've been playing 12 straight.
Yeah, that definitely played into all the decisions here. Is our bye week being week 5, very early bye week, and so it's very valuable to be able to be in this position to do that, and so. Again, we want to use this week. This isn't our first time having to do this, and we've had experience with this. So a lot of that went into, planning all these things. We want to use this week to continue to get better. Whether they were playing in the game, whether we're not playing in the game, whether we're playing in a reserve role, whether we have a big opportunity ahead of us, we want to use this week to get better because of our goals moving forward.
Some other coaches have publicly said that they find it difficult to tell players. That they'll be playing versus other ones. What is your response to that? And how do you tell the players so that the ones that are playing don't feel like they're?
Yeah, you just try to have a communication with all the guys, and and that communication can look differently, whether you call, whether you text, whether it's position coach, whether it's myself, and so you just go through that. But we have a very selfless team. I'll say that. Like I've told you guys, we have videos after their game about some of the things that they've said in the media, promoting team and the celebrations that they have together, and just listening to that last game of, I think Lane said something really cool. He said, the relationships that we have make us, he said it somewhere along these lines, the relationships that we have with each other make us just, not want to let each other down and this and that. And so I thought that was cool. And our guys that are not playing in the game will use this as an opportunity to rest their bodies and to help their teammate get better. And the guys that are playing, again, some of them will be in a reserve role. Some of them will play more than they've have in the past. Some of them play less than they have in the past. So everybody's in a little bit different scenario, and everybody was thought of individually. And it's not, hey, here's the book on this, right? Everybody was thought through. Each and every person was thought through individually.
With Saquon specifically, what was the consideration in allowing him to pursue that record and then ultimately deciding not to?
Yeah, again, not going to get into all that. I mean, obviously, a lot plays into it. Obviously, it's a very special record that's been standing for a very long time by a great player. It's a team record, it's a team record that everybody's involved in. So you weigh in all those things, but at the end of the day, you just try to do what's best for the team. Again, when the bye was, guys, how guys are feeling, the bumps and bruises we can take care of. We've put ourselves in a position to be able to, let's say, be in this situation.
And by the way, just let y'all know before we continue on with this. You want to know when we had our bye week? After the Bucks. Okay, so Green Bay, Atlanta, Saints, Bucks, week 5. Like Mike said, week 5. We had a mini bye, but that really don't count. After the Commanders. Since week 5, this team had no rest. AJ was banged up. Smitty was banged up. Goddard just came off the IR. 21-day period. Jalen's in concussion protocol. Quinyon, everybody in this team got hurt. You don't. So let's continue on and someone get rid of Duke Dew because I ain't talking about like my quarterback's in concussion protocol and we're resting people this week. So someone get Duke Dew out of here. Continue, Nick.
Situation. And so, our goals, are, to have success, and to have a good, play good the next game we play, not only New York, but whoever we play after that. And so, we think that this plays into that. So it's not it wasn't the easiest decision to go through, but, we have great people in this building and had a lot of input from a lot of different people, players included. Howie and I discussed a bunch, position coaches and coordinators and I discussed a bunch. I discussed with players, and we have just selfless guys that, want to do what's best for the football team and, getting some guys some rest, who've been grinding for the past, what'd you say, 12 weeks. We thought was within the best interest of the team. Of course, I talked to Saquon. Yeah.
Yeah, decision quarterback situation.
Yeah, we'll see as the week progresses and where we are as we continue on. So we'll see.
Duke, my quarterback is still in concussion protocol. Okay. Kenny Pickett got hurt ribs. I'm looking at the injury report right now. Right. So I don't know what you want from me when it comes to my quarterback when everybody got rest. Stop.
What was your conversation with Saquon like?
Yeah, I'll keep my conversations private with these guys, but just discussing it with them and, where he was and what he felt. And, you guys can talk to him and, but I'll always keep my conversations private with these guys.
Players who won't play on Sunday, how do you want them to handle this week?
Yeah, get better this week, just like we do each and every week. Want to go out there and try to win this football game. Just like we do every week. What an opportunity for some of the guys that are going to be playing that maybe don't get as many reps. So huge opportunity for some people to do it in, like in a NFL regular season game. Again, this isn't the first time we've been in this scenario. You look back at your notes on that. You always grow from different things that you go through with these scenarios, but excited for these guys and their opportunity to go out there and play.
How is Jalen Hurts doing, and is he still in concussion protocol?
Yeah, he's still in there, and so we'll see as the week progresses.
I hope you heard that, Duke. Still in concussion protocol. So all this, how do I feel about my quarterback nonsense? I hope you heard that. Still in there.
Through.
You started Dallas's practice window. How important is it to get him back in the mix? And how quickly do you think that's going to be possible?
Yeah, we'll see. It's hard to tell. You can't ever really tell. And get him back on the field and doing things. Start his window, and it'll be super important to have him back. He's a great football player that has helped this team win a lot of football games. So really excited for the possibility to get him back, and like I said, we'll see when that happens. But it's just good to get him back on the field and getting him practicing again, seeing him out there because he is a presence for our offense.
I think you mentioned talking to Howie. Was Jeffrey involved in the conversations at all?
I talked to everybody about everything, use all input. So of course I talked to Mr. Lurie about everything. That's what, again, communication. Good communication is what good organizations do. We have so many resources here to be able to discuss and talk, and you use all those. Ultimately, I had to make the decision of what I felt was the best and, for the team. Luckily we have great selfless guys on this football team, but at the end of the day, I had to make the decision of what I felt was best. And, this is the direction that we went, but so many good resources, Mr. Lurie, and we've been in this since I've been here, but Howie and Mr. Lurie have been in this same situation multiple times as well. In addition to the past, 4 years. So they've had a lot of experience of this as well. So of course you use all resources that you have at your hands to help you make the best decision for the football team.
Nick, can you tell us if Jalen's progressing through the protocol?
Yeah, I'm not sure how I don't think I'd talk about the protocol. The protocol is what it is, and I don't have again, we listen to the doctors, we follow the doctor's advice in this, and they do this by design again, so that the people that are involved in the concussion protocol are the ones that are handling those things, and again, we just take it day by day and see where they are each and every day.
You hold importance for records with players and try to communicate those things. How do you frame what Saquon's done this year without it?
Yeah, awesome. I mean, I guess I didn't really know exactly who those 9 guys were on that list of 2,000-yard rushers. I mean, and I have an idea because I saw it. But are they all Hall of Fame players? Are most of them Hall of Fame players? Henry's obviously.
Lewis should be in, but he's not.
Okay. That's all right. I can't go. All right. So Jamal Lewis. Who else? Okay. So he's not in, but
But he'll be in.
yeah. So yeah, there you go. So you hear the list, right? You hear the list. A lot of really phenomenal players. Barry Sanders on it?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So a lot of really phenomenal football players, a lot of them that are in the Hall of Fame. And so that's a special thing for the team. That's a special thing for Saquon. You think back and I think there's probably been about 4 or 5 quarters, if you add up all the time, that if you add up all the time that some of our starters have missed through the year, with us having leads in the fourth quarter, that's almost a game too. And so you look back at that and you're like, well, you really go through those things and you say, that's the best thing that you could do for these guys at the time to make sure that they're healthy. And I think that, again, all those things add up. The bye, having the bye, 12 weeks ago is part of that process. But, you think about all the times that they've had off in that fourth quarter, and it does allow you to we've noticed through a 10-game winning streak that some of those games that you have off, like we were able to have a little bit of time off before we played, we were able to have a quarter off before we played Washington on a Thursday. That mattered, right? All those quarters that they had off during that win streak, those mattered for the next game, and they mattered for the next game. Again, I can't tell you how selfless this football team is, and they want to, I won't get into each and every discussion I had with everybody, but I know that the common denominator of what was coming out of all their mouths, this was, let's just do what's best for the team. And, man, that's a special, that's a special group of guys that we have. And, really, really fortunate to be associated with these guys.
All right, last one, guys. Did you think back at all to the conversation you had with Saquon in New York, or up in New York after you said it's up to you?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't think about that. But yeah, again, he's awesome teammate. You guys have gotten to know him. I think it's pretty obvious how special this guy is.
All right.
What's different this time?
I get him.
Okay.
What's different this time, either with the situation or with you as a coach, compared to 21 when you had Devontae play early in that game to get that record?
It's different positions too. It's there's a lot that goes into it. Every team's different. And you have things of, past situations that you've been in, and you take all those things into account. But at the end of the day, every team, every individual is different. And, that you always got to weigh all those things in there. So it's a different situation. It's a different scenario that we use 22 and 21 as a guide. But also, again, just like you treat every individual different, you do every situation as well.
All right.
Duke. Why do you ask about my quarterback so much? Why don't you talk about your quarterback? Like, what I'm trying to understand, Duke, is why don't you talk about your quarterback? Like, why do you want to know about mine? Why do you want to know about my quarterback? Don't you, Talk about your quarterback. Why you want to know about mine? Like, I don't get that. Man. Anyway, I love what he said. And here's an example. Let me show you guys the injury report. Okay? That just came up. This proves my absolute positively point. Let me go to it. They just had it up. I don't know. I think he's a fan of the Cowboys or something. I don't know. But he asks all these questions about my quarterback. My quarterback's in concussion. Actually, let me show y'all the injury report. And this was just an estimate because I had a walkthrough today. My quarterback, Jalen freaking Hurts, still in concussion protocol. He didn't practice. Kenny Pickett with ribs didn't practice. Right, he always asking about these questions, yet let me zoom in right to the did not practice. Right on there. Kenny Pickett with ribs didn't practice. Jalen freaking Hurts with a concussion and left finger didn't practice. Yet this guy want to talk about my quarterback. Exactly. Get them likes up. 29 people up in here. Get the likes up. Right. If this injury report right here, yes, is an estimate, they did a walkthrough. But if they was practicing, it's Josh Sweat, Devontae Smith, Darius Slay, happy birthday, Slay. I give up on this guy, I swear to God. Okay? Josh Sweat, Devontae Smith, happy birthday, Slay, Kenny Pickett, Lane, Jalen, Landon, AJ, Makai, Saquon. All would have had rest. All wouldn't practice. Yes, Duke. Of course, Jalen freaking Hurts will be ready for the playoffs, man. Dang. Also, Zach Bond, Reed, Carter, Coop. CJ, Cam, Jordan Mailata, Quinion, Will Shipley, Nolan Smith would all have been limited. Dean and Bryce Huff would be full go if they were to practice today. Duke, what? Why? I just want to know why. Why? No, Jalen Hurts don't like wrestling. Who watched wrestling? You're the only guy I know who come up here asking about wrestling. Nobody watches wrestling. Duke, go find someone who actually cares about your questions. Yeah, at this point, every person got injuries. Okay? Let me go to the Giants injury report real quick. Let's go to the Giants injury report. See, their linebacker didn't practice. Their center didn't practice. Evan Neal didn't practice. Their D tackle didn't practice. Their Brian Burns, Corey, Bruce, Greg, Ty, D. Williams was limited. And Jake and Turpin, Kayvon Thibodeau, Kayvon was full go. But let me get to something that I saw today. I got it. Hold on. Let me see. It's here. It's like, go get the record, go get the record, go get the record. And then what? So you go get the record, then what? Here it is. Look at this. We might face the Packers, right? As it turns out, Packers Pro Bowl cornerback Jair Alexander underwent knee surgery Tuesday. It pain swelling per source. He made it back for the Super Bowl if the Packers make it that far. Let me go to Adam Schefter. In other words, let me find it. Here it is. Packers coach Matt LaFleur said Jair Alexander is most likely done for the year. He expects to undergo surgery on his knee. What am I saying, y'all? The playoffs is coming. You're 4 games away from winning it. You're 4 games away from winning. Let me talk to y'all. Let me go to hear from y'all. You're 4 minutes away. You're 4 games away from winning it. Okay? You're 240 minutes away. 4 games, 240 minutes away from winning the Super Bowl. I want a Super Bowl. Sorry. I get it. That might disappoint a lot of people. It might disappoint Saquon. It might piss off a lot of people. But at the end of the day, I want that Lombardi trophy. I want that Lombardi trophy. I want that trophy. I want that trophy. Sorry to disappoint people. I want that trophy. Everybody going to say, "What? That was a bad idea." And we got some news. Jalen Hurts, as expected, was listed as, of course, blah, blah, blah. The Eagles QB has been at the team facility, I'm told, but he hasn't progressed enough to be at practice. So he's in the building. I'll show you. Hold on. I'll show you exactly what he said. Let me just send this to everybody. Bliss Take, and of course Simone, Smitty, and Trey. Make sure they got it. Did they get the injury report? Well, Moan did. Okay, cool. Now let me show y'all exactly what Jeff McClain just said. Because I just saw this. Jalen Hurts, well, we already knew this. Jalen has been at the team's facility, I'm told, but he hasn't progressed enough to be at practice. Give him this week. What up? What up, Seed? What up, King? Exactly. I mean, look at this. Give Jalen one more week. It's right there in front of your eyes, y'all. He's been in the building. It's just he hasn't progressed enough to be on the practice field yet. Give him a week. What's the question? Give me the two. Keep the 2 seed. If we think about this, the Commanders and Atlanta Falcons, you win those 2 games, you would have locked up the number 1 seed anyway. If you would have won against Atlanta. So just give me. It don't matter. That is if it don't matter. Yeah. Exactly. 2 drops cost you the 1 seed. Now Minnesota and Detroit is fighting for it. Right. Right. Do I want that record? Sure. Sure. But guess what? I want Saquon Barkley healthy. I want Jalen freaking Hurts healthy. You're 4 games away. Look at guys. 4 games away. 240 minutes away. Exactly. Get the finger healed up. You see Jeff McClain. He's been in the field and he just hasn't progressed enough yet. Give him a week. Everybody wants records. This is what I want. This DVD's been lonely since 2017 season. This DVD's been lonely. Heal up, Jalen. Right. Heal up, Saquon. Yeah, Saquon could be upset. The offensive line can be upset. Everybody can be upset. You won't be upset when you get that parade down Broad Street. I'll tell you that much. You won't be upset when you can show off that ring. Devontae Smith got engaged. Congratulations, Smitty. Jalen freaking Hurts got engaged. Bree Burrow, congratulations. Don't you think they want another one? I know BG wants another one. Both Devontae Smith and Jalen freaking Hurts got engaged this season. Last year. Devontae Smith got engaged earlier, this past week, right before New Year's. Don't you think they want another ring? Huh? Don't you think Jalen freaking Hurts and Devontae Smith, they got a ring on the finger right now. They're going to put a ring on the finger. They're going to get married. Devontae Smith to Mai and Bree Burrow and Jalen freaking Hurts. Don't y'all think they want another one? Huh? And get wedding ring, Super Bowl ring. Don't you think they want another one? We should. 5 minutes and 15 seconds away. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. I want this. I want this. Right here. You see this? It's nice. I want a Super Bowl. I want a Super Bowl. Exactly. Records are nice. They're nice. But don't y'all want that parade? How many of y'all want a parade down Broad Street? I want to know. I want to know who's really an Eagles fan up in here. How many of y'all want that parade down Broad Street? How many of y'all want that parade? See Smith all on that podium. How many of y'all want that parade? How many of y'all want that Lombardi trophy back up here in the best city with the best fan base in the world? How many of y'all want that? I want to know who's real about this. How many of y'all want that parade? That Lombardi trophy? Damn right. Money's nice, championships are back. How many of y'all want that parade? Everybody, record. So we got 3 people that said they want the parade. And that's all I'm saying. How many of y'all want that? Because I want it bad. I want it so bad I can taste it. You damn right. I want a parade down Broad Street. I want DJ Khaled, another one. You see, a DJ Khaled, another one. Right. What's a record going to do? Sure, it'll make Saquon Barkley a legend. But will it help versus the Packers? Will it help versus the Packers? How about the Commanders? All right. Damn right, Nina. I want a parade. I've been to one. I was there when we went to the parade. I was at the parade the first time. I want another one. DJ Khaled, another one. I got the hoodie, the hat, the shirt, the DVD. Yes, I got it. I want another one. It's about time as a fan base we realize I want another one. They all talk bad about my quarterback. I want him to get it. They all talk bad about Saquon Barkley. I want him to get it. You have an opportunity. When A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jalen freaking Hurts faced the Bucks, they beat them. They wasn't on the field this season. A.J. and Devontae and Lane. What happened? A.J. Brown wasn't on the field in the playoffs last year versus the Bucks. What happened? I want that Lombardi trophy, man. And you're going to have to get past the Lions, the Vikings, the Bucks, the Rams, the Commanders, and the Packers. Damn right. You're going to have to get past the line. To get to the Super Bowl, you have to get past the Lions, the Vikings, the Bucks, the Lions, Vikings, Bucks, Rams, Commanders, Packers. Right? This week we're facing the Giants. Next week is either the Commanders or the Packers. As it is right now, it's the Packers. If the Commanders win and the Packers win, then we face the Packers. If one of them loses, it's either the Commanders or the Packers. Let me say that again. It's either the Commanders or the Packers. But y'all want a record. Either the Commanders or the Packers. Who we beat? We beat Commanders here in Philly. We beat the Packers in Brazil. Now they got to come here. But y'all want a record. Green Bay Packers or the Washington Commanders comes to the link on Super Wild Card Weekend. But y'all want a record. Green Bay or the Commanders comes down to the link for Super Wild Card Weekend, but y'all want a record. Dump out of here. I know Jordan Love. Remember that butt whooping we gave him in Brazil? I know Jaden Daniels. Remember that butt whooping we gave him here in Philly? What you think they're going to do when they come up here into the Super? But y'all want a record. It's either the Packers or the Commanders. Right. You ain't scared of them. Bring them on. Exactly. And that should be your mindset because, again, it's either the Packers or the Commanders. Which one y'all want? Which one y'all want? Let's answer that. You want the Packers or the Commanders? Who y'all want? Who y'all want? Oh, at least you admit it. Which one y'all want? You want Packers or Commanders? Which one y'all want? Duke, I feel good about my quarterback. Why do you keep asking me this stuff? Can't you worry about your... So we got Commanders. Okay. Duke, can't you worry about your own quarterback? Please. I'm begging. Can't you worry about your own quarterback? Why are you worrying about mine? I want to know, Duke. Why do you care? Why do you care about the Philadelphia Eagles so much instead of your own team? I just want to know why. Why? You care so much about the Philadelphia Eagles. You should be worrying about your team. That is crazy. We're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay? My quarterback is in concussion protocol. My backup quarterback got broken ribs right now. And you're up here asking about my quarterback. What about yours? Is Trey Lance going to play? Is Cooper Rush going to play? Like, what's the deal? Y'all going to be like, what's the deal? You were... Stop. So... I won the Lombardi Trophy on 246. So. Like, I don't understand, Duke, your question. Like, I don't understand. Like, you're up here asking if my quarterback knows how to cook wiggy, whatever that is. Duke, get some help. If you don't stop with these questions, I'm going to literally... Someone get him out of here. He's hilarious, Mike. It's just, dude, you're talking about my quarterback cooking wings and stuff. He's in concussion protocol. Kenny Pickett got got a rib injury. And you're up here, thank God, and you're up here talking about does my quarterback cook wings and watch wrestling and all that booze? Look, no one cares. Well, I'm not Jalen Hurts' personal assistant. I'm just the guy who screams Jalen freaking Hurts. I'm not in the building. I ain't in the building. I can't call him and say, I can't call him and say, yo, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, it's Cool Cat Connor. My friend Duke do want to know, do you cook winged beignets? Hey, Jalen, do you and Bree Burrow watch wrestling? Like, I can't do that. God. I know. It's just, does your quarterback like wrestling? Does your quarterback eat chicken wings and fried chicken? Does your quarterback sleep with a bear and pillows and cotton candy? Like, what does that got to do with football? That's between Jalen Hurts, his family, and Bree Burrow. And his agent. I'm neither of them. Right. Does your quarterback blah 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 blah? Like, I'm neither his agency. I'm not any of his family members. I ain't Bree Burrow. I'm none of them. Like, get it through your head, Duke. Does my asking me these questions when I don't know any of these things? So, yeah. But God, I know, Mike, I know. But guys, at the end of the day, listen, I want a Lombardi trophy. And I don't care how I get it. Give me that Lombardi trophy. Simple as that. We'll talk more on Broad Street Blitz Take. Keep your eyes on the street because me, Simone, One Trey Rocket Smitty is talking about where should we put BOBS because we want all of us to, oh God. We want all of us to be together for these things. So be on the lookout. It might be Tuesday. I got to talk to Moan. I got to talk to Smitty. I got to talk to Trey on when should we do this because Smitty got the aftermath. I'm not the aftermath. Inside the nest and the check down. Trey's a coach. Simone's the best reporter in sports. And there's me. So we'll talk about that. We got a lot to talk about on Blitz Take. So make sure y'all tap in for that. And before I lose my mind with these stupid questions from Duke, I'm going to leave. I'm going to be responsible and I'm just going to bounce. Okay? So whether it's the thrill of victory or the agony of defeat, please don't beat Duke 2. on Broad Street. Please, please, I'm begging. Make good decisions. Make good decisions. Because Duke can't. Make good decisions. Duke, I swear to God, use